Good evening, everybody. It's time for it's time for our Thursday night group. Thursday night guitar on Beatles on the Beatles on the guitar. Instrumental guitar. Tonight we are playing. We are playing. I'm going to use English eventually. We're going to play from our Beatles tunes list. My plan, I think, unless they tell me different, was to start at the top of the songs and go down through them. I've had quite a bit of a week, and I have not been able to practice like I should have, and so I have made no progress on my ability to play these. So we will suffer through the evening as best we can, and it's less than our 274th meeting since the pandemic, and what are you going to do? It's going to be great. We're going to have a good time. All right, so I posted the link on the website. Website is denverguitarorchestra.com. We'll have some peeps come through and join us here in a bit. And then I think what I'll do is I'll go ahead and put it on Twitter. Beatles guitar space https://denverguitarorchestra.com. And then we'll put our little logo up on there, and then we'll be ready to go. Tweet. And there we go. All right. So we're on Twitter. We are posted on the website, and it works. And I can close that box. And already, luckily, we have Vic is in. She says the sound is good. JEL is here. Howdy, bud. Good to see you. Arlo's in. Elizabeth is in. Elizabeth, I was going to send you an email. I'm going to be playing a baritone tomorrow that I think you will have interest in, and so tune in tomorrow for an opportunity to hear a restrung and all set up baritone. I'm very excited about it. Evelyn, hi Evelyn, sound is good. Yellow orange light is strange. Looking forward to more Beatles. Yes, I thought this was going to be the answer. This is not the answer. I was trying not to have that light on, and I was trying to have this light be here. But then I realized that it's probably going right into your eyeballs. So I'm gonna try. I still have faith that this could be the answer. All right, there. That's you give me a nice orange glow, like we're playing by the fireplace. How about that? Yeah, there's a yellow glow in the black. This is my. I don't know why I ordered this light because it's orange and it's supposed to be better than white. But I don't know. So far, it's just orange. Guys, did we have any specific direction from last week about what we were going to play this week? I think we didn't, if I remember right. And I think then we should just start at the top of the list and go down, because I think last week we ended up with down toward the bottom of the list, because that's where most of the new songs were. So my thinking is we'll start with All My Loving, unless you guys tell me we had a different plan, or if there's something different you'd like to do. But yeah, let's start with All My Loving. And I do need to do an updated sheet of this. I got a few typos on here that I have notated. Nothing that will affect your playing, except that the repeat block up at the top needs some attention. And I think that's really the only changes, substantial changes to the piece of music that need to be made. Everything else is playability issues that I think are up to me. Let's see. That's right. Vic says we're playing Strawberry tonight. She's been fighting Strawberry, and so we will play Strawberry tonight. Cross my heart. Yeah, that's we'll get that one done for tonight for sure. All right, let's do All My Loving to get started. It's a lot easier than Strawberry Fields. We'll start with that one, and I'm gonna turn that off so that you're not listening to that. In fact, let me go close the door, and then we'll be ready to go. All right, getting my Zen peacefulness on. There we go. Hey, Bill, welcome in. All right, let's see how we do. All My Loving, we play down through 16, come back to 1, then play down the, skip 15 and 16 the second time through, play all the way down to 26. Then you're going to go back to number 1 and do the same thing. You're going to play down through 14 and then jump into stop at page 2, 20, I'm reading my own repeats, 17 through 24 the second time through, and then you will skip over to 27 to finish up the song. So kind of a long one. We'll take our time. We won't play anything fast tonight. Those of you guys that are working on becoming great Beatles acoustic guitar players, on your own time, you are working on pushing the speed. But when we're here in an ensemble, I like to kind of play slow so that you have a chance to make mistakes and recover, and so that we have just a little bit better opportunity to play together. And so we don't push tempo too much when we're in an ensemble. If we were getting ready for a concert, that would be different. But for now, since we're just getting comfy with the sheet music, I like to play at a little bit slower speed. All right, here we go from the top. 1, 2. It's a 2-beat counting. 1, 2. Oops. Page 2. Whoops, sorry, I went too far. Page 2, go. Gary. There, here he goes. Go. Second ending. What do you guys think? About the right tempo? A little too fast, a little too slow? How are you playing? Are you warmed up now? That a good punch in your face to get you started for the evening? Yeah, it's fascinating. The thing I was fighting this where you have the G chord and then that 2 in there. That's right straight out of Three Blind Mice. And I could not get it. No. So what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Sometimes it's perfect, sometimes it's not. All right, let's go on to Blackbird. Let's go grab Blackbird. And remember, guys, before the end of the night is out, we for sure will do Strawberry Fields because it's Vic's favorite song, and we'll do that. Blackbird, we play down through measure 11, and then we go back to measure 5, and we play all the way down to measure 17, and then we go back to measure 5, and then we just play straight down to the bottom. Okay, so you're going to play that 5 through 11 section 3 times, right? And do I have that right? 0 through 11, yes, and then 5 through 17, yep, and then 5 to the end. Okay, so yes, we play that top part 3 times. I think what they do is they do the first verse, second verse, back to the first verse, if I remember right. All right. Vic says we were a little fast that time. All right. Okay, we'll slow it down just a smidge. All right. From the top, set at 80. Let's try to do 60 or 65, something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back to 5. Back to 5. was a little slower. I think I've managed to work out well, except for missing a chord completely. That section between 12 and whatever it is, 12 and 16, 12 and 15 really. And so I do think it works. I think that it sounds pretty neat. And I was rushing, jumping down to the 10. I know we added a fermata on there, but somehow you feel like blackbird fly, and then you get that Beatles in your head, into the night, you know, and you feel like, gosh, I gotta get to that 10 really quick. But I like the arrangement, guys. I think that it works, and I think that it captures the essence of what the song was really about. Yeah, let's go do Here Comes the Sun. And of course, if you have thoughts on any of this stuff, toss it in the chat bar. Here Comes the Sun. I was going to dig into that ending here and look at it, possibly refingering that. I have not done that yet, guys. So we'll play what's here badly. And I'm not positive we'll find a much better solution, but we probably will. Our repeats here. You play down through 17. Come back all the way to the top, and then you're going to play down through 16. You're going to skip 17, and then we play 18 all the way down to the bottom, almost all the way at 54. And then when we get to 54, you're going to come back and play from 48 to the bottom. Okay, so the bottom we repeat twice, basically. I would say for me, definitely the hardest part of this is page 2. I just don't think I know the song well enough, probably part of it, but definitely the fingering is a little crazy, and like I say, I do need to spend a little bit of time on a couple of those to see if I can find a place further up the neck where it works a little better, but for tonight we got what you got. Okay, let's give it a try. Again, trying to keep the speed down. Apologize about playing the first one too fast. Let me see if we can do this one a little slower again as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Second ending. Let's do this. None of that works. Keep going. 24. go. Oops. Wow, there's got to be a cleaner way to do that. I think I will investigate moving that further up the neck at 55, 56, and I will make myself a note right now. Notes, new note, fix. Here comes the sun. I made this note last week. I think it's sitting right here. Fix, here comes the sun. Yeah, fix, here comes the sun. That's my note from last week. Didn't look at the note. There you go. All right, so what are you going to do? We're counting on Gary to remember everything. That's not the best place to keep our plans. All right, what's the next song we got? I Want to Hold Your Hand. Getting pretty close to being able to hold each other's hands again, right? Hopefully you guys are all getting your vaccines in your arms. I will mention I've been trying to get a hold of Helen, who runs our center over there, and haven't been able to lately about when and if they'll be opening the center. She is talking about opening it up this summer, so we will be able to at least have small group rehearsals or small group gets-togethers at least coming up this summer. So, and of course, we're going to continue the online portion of this probably forever. So, even if you're not in town, I want you to feel like you're involved and have a way to play guitar the way we've learned and the way we're doing here, which is the best way to play guitar, I think. All right. I Want to Hold Your Hand. We're going to play down through 12, and then we're going to come back to number 1. You're going to play down to 11, and then you're going to skip over to 13. You played 13 all the way down through 24, and when you hit 24, it sends you back to number 1. When you come down the last time through, the third time through, when you get to measure 10, there's a coda there at the end of measure 10, and that coda sends you over to measure 25. So other than there being a missing DSL coda at 24, everything in the piece of music looks correct. I have 2 playability issues that I have adjusted in my sheet music, but other than that, it's basically exactly the same. So I think we got good sheets here for you to work from. And let's see how that's going. Dick says, got both my shots. Yay. I get my second one, not this Sunday, but the Sunday after that. So I'll probably the Monday after the second shot, I won't be available because I'll be in bed. Some people are having much worse reaction than others, right? All right, Vic, excellent. Got a great sign. Okay, we're gonna make sure everything's great. That's our job, right? To make things great. All right, look at how that nice orange glow on the guitar. Doesn't that look nice? It's just like we're sitting around the fire. I want to hold your hand. 1, 2, 3. To the top. Page 2. And then jump to the end. I like that one too. I think that really works. Waro says no reaction whatsoever. That's awesome. Right? Isn't it something? I have everybody says, "Oh, the first shot's fine." My arm hurt like heck after the first shot, and then I have two friends here in the building. They're young men, early 40s type guys, and they, both of them, got just their one Johnson and Johnson, and they were both out like really in bad shape afterwards. So, good for you, Arlo. I'd say most people seem to be coming through it pretty good. So I hope that's going to be me. All right. Let's see. Norwegian Wood. I'm excited. I love Norwegian Wood, don't you? I think it's a fun song. I love I just think this song is so weird, and it's plenty hard to play, but let's see, let's go down, let's play this top line twice, right, 1 through 8 twice, and then we play all the way down to 39, and then we come back all the way to 9, and then we play all the way down through 39 a second time. And then we come all the way back to measure 9 again. So we come back to 9 3 times. And then on that last time through, we jump on the third time. At the end of 24, you're going to jump all the way over to 40. Okay? So with Beatles music, I have found that reading the repeats is the main job. This playing the music is lovely and doable in most cases, but reading the repeats is what takes the soul out of you. So just remember, you're going to come back to 9 3 times, and you are on the last time through. The third time through at 24, you're going to jump. So let's see. Vic says I had a little reaction. Yeah, interesting. They say a reaction's fine, right? Like that means that your body's like, what is going on? We are going to fight this, and that's what you want. All right, 1 through 8, nice and 3 beats here. 1, 2, 3. Right. We got a waltz on our hands, and it's set for 140, which is crazy fast. By our usual standards, we're not going to play it that fast. Okay, from the top. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Measure 12. 17. 5, 6, 7, 7, 5. That's the D minor shape. B minor shape. Give you a second to think that one through. Bar on 5, A minor shape in front. Let's go. Ready, play. Measure 9. Pitch 2. To 9 again. Phew, nice. It feels like you have to work kind of hard on that one. That's big chords up and down the neck. That's pretty song. Pretty cool tones throughout that. Aaron says he got his. I was fine, but told work I was. Aaron felt fine. Called his job and says, I think I might be having a reaction. I think I'm going to stay home. And they're like, okay. And then he's at home. Stairway to heaven. Right? Aaron. You're bad. All right, there we go. Let's see. So we got plenty of time. Let's do Obladi Oblada. We may sing this one, right? Sometimes we got to mix it up. We don't want everything to be hard. Yeah, this one's not worth. Is this one worth playing? Yeah, probably, huh? Have we done it instrumentally yet? I don't think we have. I think I always want to sing it. I like the song. So you play down through 17, go back to 1, play all the way down to 23, go back to 1, play down until 16 again the second time, and then don't play 17 through 23, just go straight to the end at the end of 17. I wish they'd have put lyrics there. That would have made more sense. All right. I don't feel so good. I want to stay home, play guitar. From the top. Let's do it instrumentally. I don't think we've done it instrumentally. It might be kind of fun to find out. A little bit on the fast side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn the page, ready, and play. 2, 3. Go. Oh, 7. 20. And then to the very end. Woohoo! That's not, what do they say at the end? It's not woohoo. I think they just squeal or scream or something at the end. Alright, that was fun. That's fun. If you can play it fast, it's more fun than if you can play it slow. It's probably more fun just to sing it too, right? Alright, how are we doing on time? Oh, we got plenty of time. Good. Alright, I'm sorry to tell you Penny Lane is next up on our list. This is a tough song. And alright, so we play down through 8. Oh, and you're like, oh, that's not too bad. Then you come back to 1, okay? And then you play down through that. You're just going to not play 7 and 8 the second time through. You're going to play down, go to the second ending, and you play all the way down to 17. Then, when you come back, you're going to do that same routine again. So in verses 3 and 4, it's 1 through 6, and then I'm sorry, the third time through, it's 1 through, you play into 8, and then you go back to the top, and you play down again to 17, the last time, skipping 7 and 8. And then the 5th time is when you finally finish the song. So then you play the 5th time at measure 1. And then on that time, obviously skip 7 and 8 again. You're going to play to 16. When you get to 16, at the end of 16, that's when you jump to 18 and finish. Okay, so again, with the Beatles, there's a lot of repeats. How I think about this is I'm going to play the top, and then I'm going to play most of page. Let's put it this way: I'm going to play page 1 one time through. Then I'm going to play 1 and 2, and then I'm going to do the same thing again. Am I making sense? Play page 1, then 1 and 2, then page 1, then 1 and 2, and then the last time page 1, most of page 2. And then you jump at the end of that. So I'll coach us through it as we go along. It's a little bit. Plus, it's hard to play, right? So let's just take our time. Set at 100. We'll play at probably much lower than 80 or something. And make yourself. I made a few notes in here about repeats to kind of help guide you around a little bit. I'm not sure how successful those notes are, but generally speaking, hopefully you'll be able to find your way around. All right, from the top. All right. How does the song go? It's a 2-beat count in, and then we're going to go 1, 2. What is that? 1, 2, 3 3. Is it C? It feels like a C7, right? Okay, and then you go back to the top. Skip to 9, theoretically. Top. To the top. Measure 9. What am I doing wrong here? And then 10. To the top one last time. Oops, sorry, went to the wrong direction. To measure 9. God, every time I blew it. right there is when you go to 18. All right, so with that one, definitely getting the speed up is going to make a difference. That's a really hard piece to play. You're probably going to have to spend quite a bit of time focusing in on these very spread apart chords, and also knowing that, hey, maybe there's a point where you're like, this song is a bit much. I'm going to play melody and wait for us all to get back together, and then somebody else will be playing the chords, and it'll be lovely. So this may end up being more of an ensemble piece than a solo piece. It's pretty stinking hard as a solo piece. I think it's all right. I do like everything about it. It's just pretty hard to play. And I think the repeats are, they're a little cumbersome, but not. It's only 2 pages, thank goodness. So you have the whole thing laying out in front of you. And there's a very few times when you have to, once you get your chord on, that you have to make some major changes on it. So I do like it, and I think it's right. So we'll keep moving forward with that one. That one definitely is going to take some work. And then while we're just being bored and thinking, you know what, I wish we had something hard to play, we will skip over something tonight, and let's go play Strawberry Fields. Something, you guys, is a little much easier to play than, and Strawberry Fields. The hard part of this one is all the tones are weird, and they're supposed to be weird. So if you hit the wrong note, nobody will know. So just play it as the best you can. It's also definitely the chord and the melody are almost disconnected in a lot of places, and so we'll walk through this incredibly slowly. We'll take our time through there, and that's that. So you play down through 17, and then you come back and you play down to the end. So I should say 1 through 17. Oh, 17 twice. So down to 17 once, down to 17 a second time, down to 7, and then to the end. So 1 to 17, 1 to 17, 1 to the end. All right? Let's see how we do. And you got this daggone E chord with the 4 up there. It's really rather unpleasant. Let's give it a try. 1, 2, 3, 4. Page 2. So hard to get on. 1, 2, 4, 3. 6/6. Oops. Then we go on to the end. Mess. Clearly a bar on 7, 8, and 9. That's just your E7 shape. All right, Vic, you're in trouble. All right, that's going to take some work. It really needs to be faster than that. But obviously, when you're working on a song that's that difficult, you slow it down to whatever you can play it at. That's about what I can play it at. That's probably pushing the edge of what I can play it at. Definitely a song that's going to require a little bit of attention to start getting it together. But it does work, right? A couple of the tones are a little different than the Beatles did. But I don't think they're wildly out of whack. And so I like it. So, all right, guys. Thanks for being here. Hopefully this music is fun and challenging and worth doing. And next week, if somebody can help me remember, we'll start with Something. We'll play Strawberry Fields again. When I'm 64, While My Guitar Gently Weeps Yesterday. And then we'll just keep the loop going until summer. And then we'll find out, where we're at and people's heads are at about what we want to do this summer. I want to make sure that whatever we do on Thursday nights is meaningful to you enough where you show up and where you are working on something that's hard to do, that's making you a better guitar player. And so you guys will give me a little bit of help with figuring out what you want to do to make this meaningful to you and make it worthwhile. My plan is to keep writing Beatles music for the time being until we have all 350 of them done. We won't do that, but we'll do a bunch of them. And if you guys are free during the day, if you're busy pretending to be sick from your COVID shot, you can always stop in at 10 a.m. every day. We play we're working on a Segovia scale these days. We're trying to get our classical music fingers in good shape. And then we are working at a book 1, book 2, and book 3 as well. And starting next week, we're going to have a classical song of the week. I was going to do that on Thursday nights, but we're too busy on Thursday nights. So I'm going to put the classical song of the week during the daytime class. And so obviously check in, and if you're interested in playing classical, getting started and going down that pathway, there'll be information coming to you about how to take part in that. And like I said, hopefully I'm going to get some guidance as to what it would look like for us to get together to play a little bit. It would be nice to hear everybody in the same room again, wouldn't it? Instead of me just hacking this stuff up, it'd be you helping me hack it up. So that's what I know. Have a wonderful evening, guys. Let's see. Bill says the recorded song sits between A major and B major and C and B flat major. Yeah, that's one of the challenges is when you play. What guys do on the internet is they want to play exactly in the same key as the original recording, which is a noble goal. It's something to work on, and I don't have any problem with that. The problem is that the engineers purposely slow things down or speed things up just a smidge, so you really can't do it particularly well. And then of course, remember when those guys are on the internet or playing along with these things, they're using capos and doing much easier chord shapes. Hotel California is the poster child of that. We did it in open chords. And the Eagles do it with capos on 7. So we definitely will end up sounding different just automatically from that. And so try to do things in. Well, let me put it this way. I don't care what the original key is. I care what's most playable on fingerstyle guitar. And so when I'm putting these things together, I'm looking at it. I put it in all the different keys until I find one that has the least objectionable chords in it, and that's the one we end up playing it in. So I don't really care what the original key is in. But if you enjoy singing and playing along to these albums, yeah, absolutely. You got to go grab over ultimateguitar.com. We'll give you the chords, and you can sing along and strum along to those recordings. It does make you better guitarists. It really does. It's a fun thing to do. It gets kind of boring pretty quickly once you figure out that it's not that hard to do. But yeah, it's that's funny that it's between those two, because the engineers obviously slowed it down or speed whatever. They probably played it in A, and then the engineers, when they did their final mastering, they speed it up just a smidge, just to mess with people, and then you got to retune your guitar, and that's where alternate tuning gets discussed. So interesting. That's fun to know, Bill. Vic says she did better. That's all we care about, right? We just need Vic to get better. No, we need everybody just to be better than they were a month ago, 6 months ago. That's the question. Are you playing better than you did 6 months ago? I know I am, and so hopefully you are too. And that's all we're ever working for. Another interesting evening. Evelyn's like, all right, that was interesting. All right, so. I did not have enough time to practice this week on these things, so I did not get much better this week, but Vic did, so we're going to go on that. And I've been practicing all week. Well, there you go. See, that's exactly that's the secret, you guys. Nobody's probably ever told you that, but if you practice, you get better. That's crazy. Thanks, Aaron. Good to see you. Waiting to hear the baritone tomorrow. Yeah, the strings, I played it some this afternoon, and the strings will obviously be setting up to overnight, Elizabeth. It's a very pretty baritone. It's brand new, so it's super tight, but it's definitely going to be a great one. And so I'll be playing it tomorrow online. You can take a look at it. Christy, are you going to play with us or conduct? Conduct. Yeah. When we get to, thanks, Christy, thanks for being here. It's always delightful to see that you are around. Yeah. Well, I am this business of playing because we don't have any other alternative. Has felt like something that is helpful to me and something that I think works online here. But when we get together in large group, we need a conductor, and I can't do both. And so we will find some way for me to continue playing online. The daytime class will probably stay exactly the same. We may start squeezing in a book 4 song during the day or something like that. But when we get together, we need a conductor, and so I will have to put the guitar down for those meetings. Which I think probably everybody will be like, oh, thank God. That guy's not playing anymore. And yeah, so that's the plan. I'm thinking. Is there a reason why you asked that? I'm curious. Hey, Kyla. I can never get it right. Kyla. Thanks for being here. Glad you made it through another lesson. Let's see. Arlo says, plus the roadies have very good guitar techs to sit there for alternate. Yeah, right. So it's you have your alternate tune guitar and you play one song and then you go like this, and a guy gives you the guitar in the other tuning. Wouldn't that be lovely? And just have somebody just take care of all that stuff for you. You have to be famous. You have to go on the road. You have to do all that stuff. And I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about all that stuff. I think sitting at home playing the guitar is lovely. And JEL, good to see you. Thanks for being here. I really appreciate that. Aaron says Christy could alternate with you. I know Christy could just do the conducting. Yeah, when we do online and live combined. Oh, I see. Yeah, that is a great question, actually, now that I think about it. When we get together, and again, this will happen for the ukulele orchestra as well. I have a lot of technical things that I have to figure out, but what I suspect will be happening, what I'm pretty sure that we will do, and specific to guitar orchestra, is we will set up a just like we're set up here. The difference will be that the microphones, rather than being pointed, I will have one microphone pointed at me, but then I will have 2 or 3 microphones pointed at the orchestra that's in attendance. And that way, I can speak into the microphone, I conduct on the video, and for people live, and then people online will hear what's going on in the actual room. They, of course, will be delayed, so we won't be able to turn them on, right? But they'll be at home knowing whether they're playing well their part within the orchestra. That's what I'm envisioning right at the moment, is that people who can't come to the in person, or don't want to, right? There's a lot of people right now who are like, you know what, I don't ever want to be in public ever again, and that's going to be okay now, and that they can play their part at home, and the people there in front of us will play together, and then the people at home will be delayed, but they won't really know that because it's delayed both vocally and visually, so the conducting will still make sense when you're at home. And then that way, if there's a snowstorm and you don't want to come down, you don't have to. You could just practice at home and that. So yeah, so that would be my thoughts on probably how that's going to look. Obviously, the details and technology and all that stuff have yet to be figured out, but I think that's what it'll look like. I think. And we can't really use Zoom because Zoom, the sound cuts in and out. I do private lessons on Zoom, and I want to throw Zoom out the window. I think Zoom is terrible. That's fine. But the delay here on YouTube is far more substantial than on Zoom. You can't do ensemble work on Zoom anyway. There is a delay, and YouTube, the delay is legit, but the sound is always good on YouTube, so that's why I definitely prefer it as a medium. And then we'll work it out. We'll work out the bugs, and some people may say, you know what, I would way rather work online and then not come to rehearsal, even if they live next door to the to the church. And then there may be people who say, you know what, I don't like being in front of a computer anymore. I definitely want to come down and be with the group. And then we'll have people from out of town who obviously can't come, and they can still participate. Then when we get time to do concert, we can broadcast stuff up on the screen and do all that stuff. It should be interesting. I don't know. We'll try to figure out. The delay is really quite a challenge for those people that are home, and we want to put them up on screen because it'll look weird because they'll still be playing. Well, that would be on Zoom. Nah, we won't do that. But yeah, so we'll figure it out. The technology is weird, but I do still think that when we get the larger group together, I've tried, as you remember when we first started the group, boy, I was enthusiastic. I wanted to play guitar and conduct at the same time, and it's just overwhelming. My brain can't keep up. So yeah, I will be conducting, and then you guys will be playing, and then we'll use your sound rather than my sound. Plus, it'll sound better that way too, right? Because your parts are simplified when we do ensemble work, and you can play them better. So that's my thinking right now. Let's see. Chris says, I can't keep a constant tempo. Oh, Christy, that's way overrated, this constant tempo thing. Yeah, it's fascinating. I haven't been staring at a metronome now for an entire year, and that was part of my life, man, was staring at a metronome. So I did pull it up the other day. I said, if they updated this, is it still the same as it was? So yeah, I got a pretty fancy metronome that I use. Put that metronome in your ear. They have a thing now that you can wear. I don't know if you guys have seen it, called Soundbrenner. That's actually the metronome I use, but they have a device. You can put the device on. It's like a watch, and it gives you a pulse on your arm. Boom, 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 boom. And you guys know my feelings on metronomes. They're a really awesome way to take the fun out of music. So that makes you a better player, but I'm sure it takes all the fun out. Let's see. All right, Christy. Sounds like a good plan for online. Thanks, Vic. I miss Aaron too. Aaron is funny. Those of you guys who have never met Aaron, Aaron is hilarious. Aaron has a lot of wrong-headed ideas. He's like pro banjo, and he likes the blues, and we're trying to fix him, but it's not working. We're slowly trying to lure him away from his crazy ideas. Well, guys, it's so good to see all of you. I hope you're enjoying. I hope you're finding a way to keep your musical life alive in this crazy time. And we've run a marathon. We're getting banjo and all. Yes, we miss you, Aaron, including the banjo. We've run a marathon. The finish line is in sight. We're gonna get back to it. We're gonna do some fun things and hopefully some innovative things. There's guitar orchestras out there that are doing stuff that is obviously, usually guitar orchestras are associated with academic built, universities and high schools and that sort of thing, and we're just a bunch of folks out in the real world getting through our days. And so I think that's what makes this fun, is that we're just regular people trying to do something extraordinary, and it's hard, and we'll find our best way forward, and it'll be great. And I'll see all of you guys in either tomorrow morning for our Friday concert, or I will see the rest of you guys. Let me double check. Next week might be next week. I know, I love the chat room too. Next week might be a week off. Hold on, let me check. Yeah, next week is my condo association board meeting, so we won't meet next week. It'll be 2 weeks. In the meantime, I will send you guys an email when I get a couple of other pieces posted, new music up there, or and a couple of the pieces have to be cleaned up, so I will do that as well. So I'll send you guys an email, and you'll keep an eye out for that. So let's see. That's what's beautiful about the blues, no metronome. Yeah, the blues don't need no stinking metronome. That's right. That's a good point. All right, Bill, good to see you. Elizabeth, I love the chat room too. Crispy, board meeting next week. Yes, so we will not be here next week, but you'll be here, right? You will sit down. You will not turn on the computer. You'll play through your Beatles tunes, and as if I were there, and you'll play it better than if I was there. So I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and send me emails if you got questions or concerns, and I will try to get a couple new pieces posted for us and certainly clean up Here Comes the Sun. That's things a bummer. So I will talk to all of you guys soon. Have a great night.